Britten, during his creative life, experienced a kind of cognitive dissonance with high modernism. You know, it was the era of Schoenberg, and even Stravinsky took the veil, eventually writing serial works in the 60s and 70s. And it's kind of amazing that Britten just would not go down that road. He believed deeply in what I consider to be the demotic earth of music. And I have always felt that great art takes its lifeblood from the common language. And, you know, we see this in Mahler, we see it in Bach, you know, Brahms, Stravinsky, certainly. And what made Britten great was that he constantly had that source, that wellspring of inspiration. And he knew that serialism and all the avant-garde techniques that were so in the wind and so prestigious at that time, he knew that it wasn't right for himself, and he stuck to his guns, and that was a great inspiration to me. I'm sometimes called a political composer because I've written operas about terrorism and the atomic bomb and Richard Nixon. I don't consider myself a political composer, but I do identify with Britten's deeply held convictions. I admire the fact he was a conscientious objector in World War II. I think that must have been incredibly difficult for him. And I think that the War Requiem, even though some of it I'm not drawn to on musical principles, I think his choice of texts are really among, he had one of the finest ears for texts of any composer. He was a very, very deeply literate man. And he used the themes that he chose to make statements about humanity. And in that sense, we have to put him up there with Beethoven in terms of his feeling of the nobility of the human spirit.